Okay, so what's up there guys, and welcome back to Dig It Detecting. As you can see, we are back out on a mission again today, and I've just stopped quickly just to show you these birds. How big are they? They're massive. They're like chickens. Anyway, we are back out on the farm again today. Here, as you can see, some will remember this this site, this farm I should say. This has over 7,000 acres of land here that I've been given permission to detect on. So we've got an old school, old homestead, we've got soldier settlement blocks, we've got an old teacher master's residence up the road there. This site has it all, or this farm has it all I should say, and no wonder, 7,000 acres of land that I've been given permission to detect out here. So we've only just you know, just touched on the surface of some of the sites out here, and today we're doing a little bit of recon mission work, going to meet up with the landowner, and he is going to drive me around all these wet paddocks. I hope we don't get bogged. Drive me around, and basically we're going to suss out all these old house sites out here. And as I said, there is a ton of them. A lot of soldier settlement blocks out here. This just here, there's a chimney right there, and that was the teacher's master's residence place. And that is also, I will say, where we found the token, and also what we've got here today. Now, some will have seen this in one of my recent videos, and this is basically a picture frame with that very token in the middle with some information, what have you, detailing the token. So, and that was found right there near that chimney. I'll throw up the video top left corner if you have not seen it before. What a ripper of a find that was. So that picture frame token though has now been done up to present to the landowner, and is going to be basically given to the landowner's dad for his birthday. As I mentioned also in my last video, the landowner and the landowner's dad, what have you, they've been here all their life working this farm. So quite an extensive long history out here, and they just love the history that's coming out of this place, and I am here to discover it, and they're fascinated, absolutely fascinated. So look, really cool. We're going to present this to the landowner. We are going to touch base with him now. We're heading up to his house right now as we speak, and I haven't seen the old house yet. It's a beautiful old 1800s homestead once again, so I can't wait to see it, and also can't wait to see the rest of what this farm has to offer. As I said, 7,000 acres, so there's a lot of room to swing and detect out here. A lot of room for activity. Anyway, we're nearly there, and we'll touch base with the landowner, and we'll see you at that next site. Pretty exciting. Okay, so we're on the rocky track now, and we're following Tom, following the landowner. He is going to take us through, as I said, and give us a look at these house sites. One he was saying too is quite large. He said it must have been quite a big structure, but nothing there left to see now. And what's funny is the person who originally lived there, well, it's part of my family, part of my great uncle's family. So I will be basically getting in contact with him and seeing if I can't locate a few pictures or something further to basically able to ID what that house site looked like. Oh, I'm trying to talk as I'm going over these bumpy rocks. It is a very bumpy track out here, a very rocky country, and as you can see, very wet too. We have had a lot of rain. Okay, so here we are back at the first house site, and what you didn't just see then was we actually went over and visited another house site too, number 2. So that house site is well overgrown though, just like this one here in front of me. It's crazy, thistle mania out here. Anyway, they have been sprayed and they are dying off, and all this area, all this grass, there's bricks. All this grass though is basically being cut for silage, and also then having stock put on here later. So another couple of weeks and this site will not look like this. It'll all be cut for hay, as I said, or silage, and then basically the cows will be in here tromping all this down and getting rid of it for us, prepping that site for us to be able to detect it. So anyway, oh, it's cold. Who would put a house up here? A bit silly of a spot, don't you think? Wind, rain, lakes, cold. Hey, there's a plane. Okay, so now the plane stopped distracting me. I don't know what he was doing. Too windy to be spray crop dusting today. Anyway, here is where we're going to be, just poking around for a little bit, and just up here with the landowner a second ago, and he said, mate, I come past here in the tractor one day, I seen a heap of glass and bottles, So he said I stopped, pulled over and stopped, had a bit of a look, and he said he just dug out a heap of glass and stuff and sat here. So that's what we're going to do. We just quickly pulled out the old sauce bottle. He does not know when this site was built, like if it's soldier sediment, World War II, or if it's late 1800s, early 1900s, you know, turn of the century. Not 100% sure. So I just said to Tom, I'd like to come back here before it rains again, just spend 10 minutes, have a little poke around, looking for some bottles, trying to date this site. Generally what comes out of here will help date the site. So there is another one. He looks like an old Munro. There we have it. So we might pull some grass back and see if we can locate some glass like this guy. Well, he has an old jam jar screw top. Anyway, let's pull the grass back, let's open this side up a bit and let's have a look. We've got full permission to do what we like here. It's awesome. Well then, there you have it. We have hit pay dirt. That only took about 5 minutes to clear that grass back. Look at this, we've got bottles popping out everywhere. There we go, I'm out of breath. Lanes E Emulsion, property of Melbourne. Oh, medicine bottle, nice medicine. Old sauce bottles, some little dressing bottles there, the other sauce bottle there. There is just stuff everywhere. Let's show you. Look, I'll grab the pick here. We just simply run it through the ground very carefully. I'm going to go grab the rake. I think I might give this little area a rake and see what else comes out. As you can see, there's stuff everywhere. That bottle's been cut. Look at that, someone's cut the top off it. I probably tried to make a drinking glass there. Yeah, look, there could be marbles in here though. I dare say. I said we have full permission to come here anytime we like and get digging, do whatever we want. So there's awesome stuff. There's a heap of these Bakelite lids coming out. I don't know this site is going to be all that old, to be honest. It's not looking like anything too older bottles and that, you know, doesn't look like they're going to come out of this site. So I dare say this is soldier sediment. This is World War II soldier sediment area. And so that was sort of put at 1945s onwards, yeah, because everything coming out here is just that. It's not that old. That's okay. It's okay. It will be old one day. Who knows? My two boys might be out here, you know, digging all this out one day. All the stuff that I've left. Because as I always say in my videos, if it does not interest me, a little perfume bottle. How cool is that? If it does not interest me, I try and leave it. I try and leave it obvious, you know, sitting out obviously, so other people can enjoy it. Also in future, because I'm sure there'll be someone else out here one day digging up all these lost items, treasures. Another perfume bottle. They like their perfume. Colognes. And this boxthorn hedge is really painful too. Ow, like that. Stab straight through your fingers, straight through the gloves. If you're not careful and you grab hold of the wrong thing, which I tend to do a lot. Anyway, that's another thing that comes out of these old dump sites a lot too. The old batteries, pieces of anyway I should say. That's what they are. I thought that was a bit of tile from the house. There is nothing left here at this house. As you can see, there's no even foundation stones or anything. They really cleaned up this site. Like the other one we just went to. There's really nothing to see. It's just, oh, we got a little PEX jar. They are cool. I like PEX stuff. I've got a few of these PEX jar now. A little mustard container. Wipe the front off. PEX, you still can't see it. They are cool though. I don't mind little PEX jars. Got quite a few of these home in the collection now, so he might get set aside. Wow, this is like Bottle Central. I have not dug a pit out like this for quite some time. What are you doing on my leg, Spider? Get off. Anyway, as you can see, there is just glass coming out of the hole. Oodles and oodles and oodles of it. That is obviously window glass. And then you've got all these old bottles. A lot of them are broken. As you pull them out of the hole, like they're just, you know, like around here, I'll show you. It's not me breaking them, trust me. But, you know, like this one here, just sort of lifted him up out of the hole and he just smashed. Same as a few of the other ones here. This guy here, you can see he's been broken. Probably the sun, I'd say. The sun really beating down on them here, especially being, you know, having that sort of northerly facing sun there. So I dare say that's what's happened. It's being broken over time. Anyway, we're going to try and clean up a lot of this glass too. We'll take it home and bin it because I think that is the right thing to do. Oh, here would have been a nice old pot, old stoneware pot. Oh, look at that. There's a glass stopper. There we go. That's the first glass stopper I've found too. Just got to keep your eyes open. This is a bloody treasure trove though. There is so many bottles here. I have not hunted a site like this since we dug over 200 bottles in that one day. I don't know if some will remember that video. I will throw it up there, top left corner. We had some very, very successful days hunting the bottles, and sort of similar area, you know, out in the sticks, out in the stones. However, as you can see, these are buried, these ones. The ones that we had there at the other time, the other site, they weren't buried at all. They were just literally thrown on top of the surface. So let's walk around here. Now look at this crop that he's about to cut too. This is what they're about to cut, and it's like fetch and wheat. So very nice, a beautiful crop. They're going to have a good year this year, the farmers, I dare say. Let's pull some grass out here. Let's see what we can expose on this side. There's got to be marbles in here. I'm nearly bloody... I'm leaning on a bottle. I'm kneeling on a bottle. Look at all the bugs. All the beetles that have made their way in there. Ugh. Alright, let's see what else we got. They're literally just sitting. Every time I put my hand on the grass, I can feel them. There they are. Hello there. I haven't been bottle digging like this for a while. This is great. As I said, we will clean all these up when we're finished. Anything with embossing always interests me. So I always look for those embossed bottles. Let's see what else we can find. I'm going to get a cut hand here. Oh, look, there's another PEX jar. He can go out there. We'll save him. That's the third one of those I found now. They love their PEX. This guy would have been a nice bottle. A pity he's broken. Look at that. Scott's Emulsion with lime and soda. Ooh, yummy. And cod liver oil. Scott's Emulsion cod liver oil. I've never heard of that one. It's a shame it's broken though. I think I'm going to find a lot of that in here. Broken tops. Oh, here's an old top. Quite an old top. So where there's old, where there's new I should say, there can be old too. So don't always discount these dumps and think, oh, you know, there's only 1930s, 40s bottles coming out of here. On the top, we won't go any further with it. And generally what you'll find is the further you go down, the older the bottles will get. It can make a lot of sense too, being that the newer rubbish will be dumped later on top. So there we have it. Another poison bottle, and look at that, another little glass stopper. I can spot those guys a mile away now. I've got the eyes trained for them perfectly. Let's keep going. So you know that little glass stopper I just had? I don't know where it's gone. I've lost it. Another spider on my boot too. I've lost the glass stopper though. I don't know where it's gone. I was going to put it in my pocket. I thought, no, I won't. I'll clear a space and I'll basically sit it aside with that other bottle there, the poison bottle. And wouldn't you believe it, now I've lost it. Never mind. I'm sure we'll find another one. If we keep scratching around, I'm sure another one will pop out. Like all these bottles. Wow. So many bloody bottles here. Ah, there it is. Maybe that's it. Or maybe that's another one. I don't know. Let's keep going. Let's see if we can find more. Right, so we're going back to the car quickly. And what I've decided to do is grab out the rake. I think we're going to get a little bit more crazy here today. I think we're going to spend a little bit more time. So I'm going to grab the rake out of the car. I'm also going to grab the detector out of the car. I want to try and locate exactly where the house stood. And seeing as though the rubbish dump is sort of up where those box sawn hedges are, I reckon the house was right there. We've got the road just in front of us there, as you can see. So we're going to spot that detector around, see what signals, what targets are there. It gives us a bit of an idea, and also grab out a plastic container, put these bottles in, and go from there. Look, there's a few more bottles I dug out the other week. I still haven't done anything with. There's a Joe Bossisto and Co. Anyway, and also the trusty rake, perfect for not breaking those bottles when you're digging them out. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to grab the bag too and put all those glass stoppers in. Let's see what we can find. Oh, grab a pinpointer too, that'll help, and a shovel. We might as well just take the whole car. So we're back with the rake, as you can see. We've got the plastic bucket ready to put a few items in there. There's something I was just looking at. I was just looking at this bottle that we found at the start. Lane's Emulsion. I was looking on the side here what it said. Bodybuilder. That's awesome. Lane's Emulsion Bodybuilder and Lung Healer. This heals your lungs and builds your body up. What a ripper of a bottle. I wonder what that had in it. Some sort of funky potion. That's cool, that's cool. Anyway, let's keep scratching around in there, see what else we can find. We've got another PEX jar. We've got 2 more PEX jars down here. Geez, they loved their PEX, didn't they? What's that? Another PEX jar? Nope, just a nothing. We'll keep going, see if we can find more. Whew, I'm buggered. I've opened up a bit of a rabbit hole. I've got some bottles out though, that's good. All these little batteries, little terminals, everything coming out. Big old rusty items. The only thing that we're not getting in here, I've noticed, is bone. Generally you find a lot of the old bone, chicken bones, cow bones, all sorts of stuff discarded in the rubbish. We haven't been finding too much of that at all. So I've got a few little pieces set aside there. Whoop, dropping them. Another little glass stopper. I love finding these. Quite a good collection at home. You stay there, you stay safe. We lost the last one. And check this out. This one caught my eye, so I sat him aside until I could flick the camera on again. Take that glove off because my hands are filthy, as you could probably well imagine. Look at this. This has been discarded with that little glass topper in there. And once again, another glass stopper. I absolutely love them. Really love them. Who knows? Yeah, I dare say he was the top of that. Look at that, and it's been caved in as it's fallen into the hole. Little glass topper for a nice little glass jar. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Very pretty. Pity we don't have the rest. You could almost fix him. Never mind. Another glass stopper for the collection. What a ripper. We're going to continue going this way too. I will show you there's a bit of a method to my madness here. So we'll get down back in the hole, put the glove back on, get back down the hole, and I'll show you my method. Righto, so with these holes, what I generally do, you see behind me there, I've got a bit of a ramp leading up. So I just sort of push all the dirt, all the crap out. And generally if you create a ramp like that, anything that's round, such as a marble or a glass stopper, or a nice bottle top or something like that, the old Bakelite ones, some have got towns names written on them too, so they're important to keep an eye out for. These old lids here, like the old Bakelite lids, as I said, some have towns names. They might have coddies or something written on them, which is really cool. And who knows, you may just need a lid to match it up with a bottle one day. So what I do is I just sort of pick through very gently, very slowly, just with the rake, and anything that I see I pick out obviously, and I just I'll run it back up here, run it up and down a few times, looking for any marbles or anything. Once I'm finished, out the hole it goes. Remember, we've still got to fill this hole in yet. It's getting out of hand, Basil. That's okay. It's okay. Landowner is such a nice guy here. Really like, I'm so lucky these old sites to get on them. And it is about the way I approach people. Always try and do the right thing. And like my old man used to always say, your reputation, that's a shoe. Your reputation will precede you though. So you got to do the right thing. And you do the right thing, you'll find that it pays off in future. It pays itself back in future. So that's what we're going to do. Always done the right thing, and that's what we're going to do here. Do the right thing, and I'm sure we're going to have plenty more house sites here to hunt in future also. God, they love their cologne bottles. We pulled out about 20 of those colognes now. They are everywhere. So one more thing to keep your eye out for is the old glass stoppers still contained in the bottles. Look at this one. He's still been thrown out straight in the dump with it. That looks like an old Holbrook & Co. Sauce bottle to me. You can tell by that sort of top lip there. So anyway, we don't want the sauce bottle, we just want the little glass stopper. We'll throw him up there with the rest of what we're keeping out today. So poison bottles, mustard bottles, glass stoppers, that is the general theme that I'm running for and collecting here out of this old site. Everything else is either broken or not that desirable. So pretty cool though. I love unearthing these old dumps. You just never know what's going to come out. It could be a gold sovereign next, we never know. We are still going still plodding along, still digging out that dump. We've got a spoon too. Nice spoon. Looks like it's some silver on it. It's very hard to tell. Everything is just coated in mud out here, as you can see. It's very sticky mud too. Oh, he's a ripper. What do we got? Sheffield, Jackson's and Son, plated nickel silver, EPNS. That's cool, we'll keep him. A nice old spoon. There's just so much stuff coming out of here. It's amazing. Look at this old Bovril bottle too. I kept him there so I could show you. And I started digging over here, so got to stop wiping things on my pants. I am getting extremely dirty today. Little Bovril 2-ounce limited bottle there though. We're on the other side of the tree, as you can see. We've had enough around the other side. We started filling it in. I am going to get old mate Brando to come out here and help me with this one day, because I'm sure he would love it. Although he's a little bit preoccupied at the moment, Brandon. I don't know where he is. He's MIA all the time. Every time I seem to ring him, he's yep, I'll be there. And then I don't see him. So I said the other week, I might have to find some new friends, Brandon. Another little PEX jar. Wow. I don't think I've ever found so many of these in one day. That's amazing. They're not all that collectible. They're not exactly worth a great deal of money or nothing like that. It's not why I do it. I never do it for the money. It's not important to me. It's for the history. But look, they're not that collectible either. I just love finding them. I just think they're great. I've found about a dozen now, I think. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I reckon if we keep going, we'll get about 20 of them today. Just out of interest, we might do a tally up at the end and see how many we've got. Right, so that got out of hand pretty quick then, didn't it? We're going to have to fill all this back in now. That's all right, that's okay. It's well worth it. So I do believe the bottles will continue under these boxthorn hedges here. I may even go over to the back there. Who knows, there may even be some more over in the grass there, where there used to be original boxthorn hedges, but maybe now they're gone. So anyway, we're going to clean up our mess, because we have made a mess. Put some of those bottles in there that we want to save and show the landowner, and we'll get back here again very soon. What I might do quickly is just go for a detector over the back there where the house sat, or where I presume the house sat. See what we can find with a detector before this rain comes in too much stronger and that wind. Okay, so that is about it for us here today, guys. We've cleaned up our mess. As you can see, we're about to have that next batch of rain too. It's freezing. That's all right. Anyway, we've kept warm digging out these bottles. We're going to get back here again very soon. So I've only just quickly thrown the grass in, thrown the boxthorn in, and thrown the dirt back on top. That's okay. We're going to get back out here digging again soon, very soon, next couple of weeks. As I said, the farmer's going to have all this crop cut, the crop down there, wheat crop, and then once he does that, the cows are going to come in here and eat it all down. And look, if that crop comes out, obviously there'll be not much to eat there, so the cows, I'd imagine, would be attacking up here on the house site. So that's all right, we'll leave that for now, leave it the way it sits, and we'll be back here in a couple of weeks soon, as I said, to re-attack it again, and hopefully to detect this house site. I just span the detector on there. However, you can see the height of the grass, and there's really not much I can do with it now. So anyway, we're going to get out of here now. We'll go back home and finish up for the day, start cleaning some of these bottles to present to the landowner. So what a ripper of a day. I think we've got about 20 PEX jars in there. So yeah, really cool. Very rewarding day, like always out here. So anyway, that's about it for us today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button below, and I hope to have you join me on the farm next time, because I said we'll be back here very soon. So cheers, guys. Happy hunting.